Well, it's match 12 of this battle of the five-a-sides. Shearer leading Savage 65-62 on aggregate. So the Reds, representing Robbie Savage, have got a job to do here to try and reduce the arrears, and they are getting the first shot in on goal. Another opportunity for player number 4 for Team Savage, and has to be noted that Robbie Savage is not currently on the pitch himself. He's looking to stay as involved as possible for 12 consecutive hours, but neither Savage or Shearer on the pitch at the moment, so just monitoring things from the sidelines. This is Team Savage, who've had all the possession in the early exchanges of this latest contest. We are over 6 hours into the 57-hour marathon. That's Dan Glyde with the West Ham shirt underneath his green bib in goal. Happy man at the moment. West Ham doing so well in the Premier League, beating their rivals Spurs last night, so he's wearing his colours today in support of Sport Relief. Well, I'm pretty sure that's his first touch, number 4 in white, representing Alan Shearer. That is not how he would have been hoping to make an impact. A rather ugly ball forward. Generally try and keep the ball below head height and five-a-side, don't we? The teams from BBC Sport Creative and from Asante Ampak involved at the moment, representing Savage and Shearer, so expecting to see some intricate one-touch flowing attacking football from BBC Sport Creative if they're going to live up to their name. No Route 1 stuff from them, I hope. No clear-cut opportunities as yet. Number 5 for Team Savage, just boxed in a little bit. Send across number 4. Has certainly had the 2 clear sights of goal so far, and he's in a good shooting position again. Six for Team Savage is Neil Kenny. Kenny with an effort from long range, and comfortable one for the goalkeeper. Commentary position, briefly under threat from yet another somewhat shambolic clearance. Not quite got the idea of this five-a-side contest yet, have they, Team Shearer? So far kicking for touch, rather than aiming to reduce the arrears, or extend their advantage, rather, I should say. They do lead by 3 goals on aggregate, Team Shearer. Of course, Alan Shearer won the previous contest with Robbie Savage a couple of years ago on Sport Relief, the battle of the backsides at Wembley Stadium. Shearer just managing to place his derriere on 45,000 seats ahead of Robbie Savage, so Savage looking for some revenge, and it's the team representing him, and Chris Armstrong with the goal-bound effort there. This is Chris Howson getting support from out wide. This is James bustling his way through, and first shot in anger from Team Shearer. Another misplaced pass. It's not been quite the free-flowing attacking stuff we saw in the previous game, although there were 1 or 2 professionals on the pitch and 1 or 2 well-known faces and voices from BBC Sport who did have a point to prove. Thought Match of the Day commentator Steve Bauer and Kevin Kilban in particular stuck out, and some wonderful skill from BBC Sport's Damien Johnson as well in that match. Not had quite the same quality so far, but there's a goal-bound effort from Sam Humphreys which just eludes the target. And now here come Asante Ampak. Not had a save to make yet, the goalkeeper representing Team Shearer. And we await the opening goal. Not easy conditions to play fluid five-a-side football out there. I'm sure 1 or 2 of you who play five-a-side regularly at the weekends or on a weekday evening are used to these sorts of conditions. A lot of rain, slippy surface. old trainers, no grip, pirouetting around a skiddy surface. Alistair Mann described it as Bambi on ice during the previous game, and I think he's pretty much summed it up perfectly. This is John Sprott for Team Shearer, bravely carrying it across the face of his own goal. That's confident play, and he's crossed over halfway. Some real Rolls-Royce defending there from John Sprott. Effort from Richard Homer for Team Savage. Touch from Humphreys, and a real chance here for Team Shearer. And the goalkeeper has come up with a wonderful save. Well, that's the first clear opportunity that Team Shearer have had in this 12th game. Made himself big. There was plenty to aim at. Got to worry about the striker's decision to aim for that corner where the goalkeeper had things covered, but made the save all the same. Do get along to Salford Quays to watch the action if you're in the vicinity. It's been a really good day of football so far that started at 9:15 this morning. It's all in aid of sport relief, supporting good causes in both the UK and around the world. 50% of your money, the money you raise, goes to good causes here in the UK, and the other half of it goes around the globe to help disadvantaged people in really difficult circumstances. So any way you can support, donate money or get involved later on in the month with a good cause supporting sport relief, then that would be absolutely fantastic. And Alan Shearer and Robbie Savage are doing their bit here today, and Savage is onto the pitch for the first time in this match 12, so keeping up his record of being involved throughout the day so far, and not for the first time. We've seen him carrying fluid with him. He had a sandwich at one point earlier. This is Sam Humphreys for Team Shearer, who slowly but surely have edged their way into the game. Just forced onto the back foot early on. Maybe Savage's influence can help redress the balance and gain some control for his team again. This is Glide. We pass inside him to Stewart, and Stewart's bustling his way through again, but he's been held up really smartly by Ken Rodriguez. Yeah, the action here at Salford Quays going all the way through until 6:15 on Saturday evening, when the conclusion will come during 5 Live's 6:06 programme, which of course Robbie Savage will be presenting with Darren Fletcher as usual. It's an ambitious strike towards goal from Sprott from just inside his own half, but might just take something like that to break the deadlock. Had a real flurry of goals early on in the previous game, but a little bit more sedate so far this one. Rodriguez lucky that teammate Sprott was there to take over from his miscontrol. The goalkeeper for Team Savage, the one that's really made the big save so far. Now maybe coming forward, Robbie's team can get themselves ahead, but no, another anywhere will do clearance out of defence from Team Shearer, not for the first time so far in this game, and Robbie is keen to get on with things. He's dispensed with the Lucasade, means business all of a sudden. But he's, what, a good halfway through his own personal 12-hour marathon today. Got some defending to do. Rodriguez spins away from the corner. That's good play. Clever play. Oh, so close to the opening goal. Kenny it was with the effort, striking the metal frame of the goal. We've been averaging well into double figures a game so far. None so far here. Savage and Shearer raised around about £500,000 2 years ago with the Battle of the Backsides at Wembley Stadium, so it'd be great if they could match, if not improve that in 2016. I know that's very much the target for them. For Team Savage. You start getting anxious, don't you, when it's all square like this, deadlock yet to be broken. You don't want to be the player to make the mistake that's going to cost your team the opening goal. Maybe Savage getting into the opponent's half for the first time can make the difference. Looking to build some pressure, the Reds. Savage from a deep line position. And he had some professional experience to create the opening goal. Remember, Team Shearer, 3 goals to the good on aggregate, 65 to 62. Oh, thunderous effort, really unlucky. What about on the rebound? Blocked away from danger. Savage again, a difficult angle. Stan Glide, who sweeps it across the face of the target. Kenny helping it on for Sprott, just looking to see if there's a gap he could work it around. He was like a snooker player looking to see if there was an angle to the pocket there. A few chances. We had 20 goals in the previous game, and that somewhat sums up just how shambolic it's been so far, this one. Goal at his mercy. And the number 6 for Team Savage lost his footing at the crucial moment. Team Shearer capitalise on that let-off? Really should be behind. And now maybe the opportunity to extend their aggregate lead. Oh, Dan Glide with the opportunity for Team Savage, and finally the opening goal just ahead of half-time. It's taken a player wearing a West Ham shirt to find the finish. And a wonderful season for him and his team continues. Would have liked to have seen a bit of a Michael Antonio Homer Simpson celebration from him, actually. That would have been quite fitting. Classy finish. 1-0 to Team Savage. Attempt at the immediate response from Sprott. Thrown on a substitute, Team Savage, and her first involvement is to create the opportunity. Well, what an impact she very nearly had. It's the BBC Sport creative team who are representing Team Shearer at the moment, and they're behind, and they've not quite had the fluidity we might have expected from them. Rodriguez with a couple of nice touches, though. And delays the pass and gets some support from Kenny. Oh, very nearly steals in, but in the end, no mistake from Team Savage defensively. Savage, since he's come on, has helped his team get ahead, and now Sprott at the other end. Oh, unlucky, really close to the equaliser. Follow-up, not quite so dangerous, but that was John Sprott striking the foot of the post. This is how close Team Shearer came to levelling things up. Goalkeeper definitely beaten. They're making a change in goal, by the way, Team Savage, as though they feel as though luck is on their side and they can rotate things. Humphreys finding Sprott once more, but decides against going for goal again. That's not a bad effort, and finally Team Shearer goalkeeper with a save to make. Troy Fenlon it is in goal for Team Shearer. They had a great deal to do. Sprott again. Oh, no mistake this time. Thunderous finish, denied by the post a moment ago. No mistake, second time around, a perfect time for the equalising goal, right on halfway. They deserve to get themselves level, and Sprott has produced a glorious finish. No chance for the goalkeeper. So 1-1 at half-time in match 12, 66-63 in favour of Alan Shearer on aggregate. Half-time in our latest game. We are, of course, here to benefit Sport Relief. Please donate, please show your support, and here's how you can do it.
You can show your support for this epic battle by donating to Sport Relief. To donate £5 now, text the word 5 to 70005. Text costs £5 plus your standard network message charge. 100% of your donation will go to Sport Relief. You must be 16 or over, and please ask the bill payer's permission. For full terms and conditions and more information, go to bbc.co.uk/5aside.
We're quickly back underway in the second half. Do show your support for Sport Relief. Please do get involved any which way you can. Make your donation. Contribute later in the month. Watch the live show. So many ways you can donate. So many ways you can support what is a wonderful cause. Now, can Team Savage get themselves back in front? Very nearly. They were 1-0 up. Sprott firing it goalwards, got things level. Tries again, Sprott, and the rebound won't fall for him. It's a difficult chance, albeit plenty to aim at. Well, Robbie Savage is taking a breather again. Can't blame him, he has been at it since first thing this morning. Played a large majority. Just speaking to Jonathan Overend from BBC Radio 5 Live, who's on air with Afternoon Edition at the moment on 5 Live until 4 o'clock. Fenlon, the goalkeeper. This is Chris Armstrong. Sprott got his team level right on the stroke of half-time, just as the whistle was blowing, and he's very close to putting them ahead for the first time. Rodriguez on the follow-up. Just starting to take control of the game, Team Shearer. Support of the Premier League as well today, who've put this purpose-built stadium in place on the piazza at Salford Quays, headquarters of the BBC in the north. So thank you to the Premier League for their involvement today as well. Sprott just starting to look like the best player on the pitch for Team Shearer, but not able to force his way through. Savage is back. That was a brief respite for him, and straight away, having come on, Robbie Savage tees up the goal that gets his team in front once more. Look at that. Perfectly weighted pass. Goalkeeper could, should, and probably would have done better if he'd kept his knees together. So 2-1-2 Team Savage in this latest game, and just the 2 goals separating them on aggregate. 66-64 in favour of Alan Shearer. Remarkable, really. 12 games and 6.5 hours of football, and only 2 goals separating them. Can it stay close for the duration of the 57 hours, I wonder? Spot dispossessed, but another opportunity for Team Savage, who soaked up an awful lot of pressure. They're somehow still ahead. Things are opening up nicely for Team Savage, who, when they break, look like scoring. Oh, given away. Opportunity for Sprott to get it level again, and he can't take it. Really good chance, that. Opportunity wasted by Team Shearer to get themselves level once more. Keeps things interesting on aggregate. Maybe this time. Oh, tame effort. And glide for Team Savage. James Hood it was who put his team ahead, and that is the goal that separates the sides as things stand. Good defensive work that though by Neil Kenny. Just not working for Team Shearer at the moment, and they're giving the ball away in dangerous places, and that is a recipe for going further behind. Oh, wonderful save. Keeping Team Savage ahead. Another good chance for Team Shearer goes begging. Well, after the high-scoring games we've had over the last hour or so, interesting to see one a little bit more cagey, fewer opportunities, two teams willing to be patient, and once again Team Shearer looking to work their way through the middle and not quite able to carve out a clear-cut opportunity for Chris Armstrong. Here come Team Savage again. Another goal might just be enough for them to see this one out. Savage himself out there again, contributing, looking to keep things tight defensively. Reassuring presence now for his side, Robbie Savage. Not the most glorious moment of his five-a-side life, I would suggest. I'm sure when he talks about it later with, oh, there we go, inspecting a... No, that wasn't even where you hit it from. He's inspecting the pitch. Well, bad workman blames his tools. Oh, cut out by Savage. Lovely touch. I don't think we ever saw anything as skillful as that from him during his Premier League days, but it's produced a goal. Dan Glide extending Team Savage's advantage, and it all started with a wonderful drag back and play round the back of his ankle from Robbie Savage. And look, plenty to aim at for the finish. 3-1, and the deficit is back down to 1 on aggregate. 66-65. Good save again, this time to deny Neil Kenny. Rodriguez. Just hoping to get a fortunate deflection from the boards. Oh, and another demonstration of what a tricky surface this is to keep your footing. Even the pros have struggled at times. Oh, it's 4-1. Thumped in. Number 6 for Savage with the finish. And they lead 4-1 now. Incredibly, this is remarkable. It's 66 all on aggregate. Best part of 12 five-a-side matches. heading towards 7 hours worth of football, and they can't be separated, Shearer and Savage overall. Anyone would think there was some underhand tactics to keep the contest so tight, but I can assure you that is not the case. Sprott with the effort to try and get Team Shearer back into this one, but I think Team Savage have got this latest game won, really controlled the latter part of this second half now. And even when it looks like the ball might break for Rodriguez for Team Shearer, can't quite take control. Works his way around Savage using the boards, but difficult skill to pull off. Could finish it here, Team Savage. Not that they probably need another goal. Been so in control in this second half. Chance for a goal back, and really well taken, thumped in by Sam Humphries. Got himself into a good position here, Humphries, and well, there was always a danger he could have dragged that across the face of the goal, so that's a smart finish. And they might be losing 4-2 in this match, but at least it gives Team Shearer the lead again on aggregate, 67-66. Well, difficult to score from halfway, but it hasn't stopped plenty trying so far. Not just in this match, but throughout the first few hours of this 57-hour marathon, equivalent to one team's entire Premier League season. That's what Robbie Savage and Alan Shearer are looking to achieve in this Five Live battle of the five-a-sides. Not much to aim at there, but the rebound off the netting very nearly a fortunate one for Team Savage. All about keeping themselves ahead now for the whites of Team Shearer on aggregate. Sprott it was with that shot. Rodriguez can't quite get to the rebound, held off smartly by Savage. A little bit of Nelson know-how coming to the fore there. Well, one back by Humphries, but couldn't quite find Rodriguez with the pass, and then at the other end, Savage's team can't quite take advantage of a momentary switch of players for Team Shearer, which left them a man down for a moment. Not a great time to change when you're defending. Still just over two minutes remaining for Team Shearer to turn this around. A couple of quick goals, of course. Not impossible in five-a-side. Good overlapping run. And that should be enough. Thumping finish. It's his second of the game. Well, it looked like the opportunity had gone begging. But look at that. From a really tricky angle, needed to get plenty behind it. And quite right to celebrate a goal that should just be enough now for his team to see it out. I think it's Borders level on aggregate as well, yes, 67 apiece. Well, Robbie Savage tired but happy at the moment. His team look like they're going to win this latest game. long left to see out now, and with a 3-goal cushion. Can he complete the hat-trick number 6? At the other end, Sprott has got 1 so far and looking to add to that and at least salvage some pride. Rodriguez for Sprott with his weaker right foot well off target. Well, they've not given up hope of at least getting another goal, Team Shearer, and it might just fall the way of number 5, Chris Armstrong. That was the latest to take a tumble at the crucial moment. Oh, calmly taken, real composure in front of goal. 2-gun salute to celebrate, and it's the final action in what was a cagey contest in the most part, but Team Savage cruising to victory with a dominant second half performance. 6-2 the final score in match 12 in favour of Robbie Savage, and they've just edged ahead on aggregate as well. 68-67 Savage's lead over Alan Shearer overall. So whilst the 2 sets of players have their full-time photo, and Adnan Januzaj of Manchester United is onto the pitch. I don't think we're going to see him play. Might be involved somehow else, but we'll wait and see what happens with that. In the meantime, remember, please donate. Please show your support to Sport Relief, because this is where all that valuable money goes.
Living here in rural Kenya without clean water or basic necessities is a difficult environment for anyone. But for children with a physical disability, it's even tougher. This is 9-year-old Leia and her mum, Josephine. Leia can't walk